This is a story about two brothers. The younger one's a jerk. He disowns his parents to their face so that he can run away to spend all their money on hookers. He's irresponsible, reckless, and selfish. He chases freedom, but crosses the line of common sense and decency. As far as I can tell, the older brother, who's done his parents proud, is perfectly justified in refusing to celebrate his brother's return home. He was the hard-working guy who'd done everything right that his younger brother had got wrong. We'd feel the same, right? The younger brother had broken his dad's heart and taken it all a step too far. He'd hurt everyone who'd cared for him. He'd slept around with too many people too often. He got too drunk too regularly. But if that's the case, then why is it that at the end of this story that Jesus tells, it's the older brother who's the one left outside of the party? Take another look at the older brother. He goes sick at his dad for having accepted his younger brother back into the house. He can't deal with it. He thought he had to earn his father's love. You see, ironically, just like the younger brother, the older one was after his father's stuff too. Only he'd gone about getting hold of it in a different way, by being the good guy, by being better than his younger brother had been. That attitude went so deep inside him that he found it impossible to comprehend how his father was treating his disgraced younger brother. In the older brother's eyes, the younger brother deserved nothing. He just doesn't think it's fair. Jesus' story about these brothers was intended to explode people's false impressions of God. How do you think about God? Is he a taskmaster demanding that you keep all the rules, doing everything he can to suck the fun out of life? Well, see how shocking Jesus' portrayal of God is in this story. The Father represents God, and what does he do? He runs out to embrace his shamed younger son. Though still covered in muck from working in a pigsty, his father hugs him and dresses him in clean clothes. The father doesn't judge him and keep him at arm's length. He puts his arms around him and makes him a son again. But he doesn't stop there. He then walks out of the celebrations to plead with his eldest son. He's desperate that he wouldn't be so stubborn as to miss out. The real shock of this story is that the younger, prostitute-loving son comes home, whilst the moral, religious son stays outside. Jesus doesn't say what the older brother finally chose to do, but do you see the point? You can be the nice, moral, charitable guy and yet still be totally alienated from God. This story was supposed to be a mirror held up to those who were listening. Which brother are you more like? Jesus told this story to a group of people who were just like the older brother. The father wants his kids back, all of them. Are you coming to the party?